Hi, if you're new around here, I'm Max and this is Rose. She's a Mercedes-Benz 310D Luton van. She's also very rusty and needs a lot of work. I plan to do most of the welding and repairs myself to get her through the first MOT in 5 years. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to come along for the ride.
So, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now, in this video it's just going to be an update video because I've been mega busy, it's too much to film and it's all the same stuff, you know, just the welding, and it would have been boring to film it again. But I just want to put a shout out, or say a shout out to Wanderbus Adventures, Rich, Kelly and Lily, because he sent me these, which are LED Merc style, you know, they got the lines in them. Yeah, he just gave them to me because I met him at the International Camper Van Show, which was great to meet you guys. And yeah, the only problem is the fog light is here next to the brake light, which means it's no good because they have to be 10 centimeters apart. But I just put an external one on and that'll sort that. So I might be giving away the other ones, but I just want to check that these ones pass through the MOT first, because they're not E-marked and stuff like that. I don't know if that makes any difference. But I'll make sure they're all working with a separate fog light, and fingers crossed it passes with it. Well, that's a long time to come. So yeah, the parts up there, the leftover parts that I have, I offered them to Two Humans Being on Instagram, which also, they have a Mercedes T1 camper van that needs some work. That's what I'm giving them. And then they've also bought a Mercedes T2 horse box, which is awesome, and they started documenting it on their YouTube and then stopped. But still worth a check out. So I have been hard at work. Here is the handbrake, and as you can see in the background there is the front end. I have been just mega busy doing stuff. So first of all, I just wanted to resolve a question that I'm still getting asked and being told essentially on a couple of my first videos about Rose, and that is take the box off, it'll be easier. Now one, take a look, this is our drive. Van is now on the patio. Oh, that's another update, forgot to tell you that. Van is on the patio, so now I can crawl under it without getting gravel on my back. Then there's a van, then there's a Jaguar. There is no space to make that vehicle double the size. Two, how am I going to take it off? Yes, I can borrow equipment, okay. Three, how am I going to keep it up in the air? I just think if a gust of wind comes along, you know, it's not practical here. Like, there's no convenient way that I can take the box off, because we just don't have space here. And we will when that thing goes, but that thing here on this A-frame car transporter has been meaning to go for well over a year now, and it's still sat here until we actually officially buy this land. Yes, we're not going to have it. And also, sorry, I've just realised that because I'm using my normal camera mic again, one, it keeps falling, and two, it's only working on the right channel, so I'm ever so sorry about that. I should just change back to the lav mic because that was working loads better. Anyway, so that is the short answer. There's no space and there's no way. It's such a tight space. Like, yes, there's a lot of surface area, but it's all in very narrow bits, because that whole bit the other side, where my mum is currently reversing in, is the neighbours, so we can't put anything there. We use it during the day when they're not in, but you can't park anything there permanently. So short of it is, I am gonna, as I said, lift it off like 100 mil, and then you can get a welder and a grinder in. That's just about as much as I can do, really. So I hope that answers all your questions as to why I'm doing this project with the box still on. Also, since finding out that it's a fiberglass and plastic box, I've really loved this box. I think it's a really awesome box, and I think it's the best box you can possibly build a camper van conversion in. It's twin fiberglass all the way around, really strong. And yeah, oh, and I've also decided I'm chopping it down. It's currently 6.4 meters from the bumper to the bumper. And I'm chopping it down to 5.7, which is the next aluminium strut in the roof, and that will take it, as I say, down to 5.7, which will mean, so by doing that I won't have to rebuild or buy any more ply to fix the back of this, because I was going to just raise the drop well, I'm not going to have to buy anything to do that. And also, the frame that came off it actually weighed quite a lot, because half of it's fiberglass and steel and the other half's aluminium. So it's quite a lot of material and it's not very lightweight built. So by taking all that off, I've saved weight, and not by putting it back in. And then by chopping this off, I'm making more ground clearance, less over the rear axle weight, and overall just saving weight because I don't need that space. I was always going to build the wall where the drop well is. Well, where the drop well started. Sorry, I've given up with the mic now. But yeah, it's going to happen before the MOT because they don't like sharp edges. So, over here, if I pull this off, voila, it's solid. As you can see, all solid round there, and also all solid under there, all welded up. And then the new wing is also in, as you can see. And then finally, the first door since I bought this van now opens and closes. It needs to come up a bit, I need a bit of adjustment, but it hangs on its own hinges properly. And as you can see here, there is the new wheel arch, which is looking very nice. And yeah, the previous owner painted the Merc logo black, which obviously blended in with the black grille, which obviously is what I did with my car, Lenny. But I'm thinking if I paint it in the grey, then it will sort of match but stand out at the same time, because otherwise it's the only bit of chrome on the vehicle, which I think is always a bit weird. But yeah, next is this hole in the floor, another hole I found down there in the floor, and then after that it's going to be that, and then the leaf spring carrier. So yeah, lots of work has been happening, just haven't been filming it crazy, because I just wanted to get on, because filming takes so much time. And also you've seen it all before. But yeah, so that was quite fun doing it, and that wheel arch is dead strong now. Okay, so good morning everyone. Very sorry, I didn't really get much done. I've done a few bits, but I haven't actually filmed them. By a few bits I mean I painted the seat boxes and then had a bit of paint left, so painted the wing and the door and did a second coat on the wheel arch. So yeah, that's about it. I also finger tightened the front cross member in so I could start the van, but again, all boring stuff. But next week's video I'm going to be getting on with the chassis work. So I know this video hasn't been that exciting. It was just a little update basically, and why I haven't taken the box off the back, because there's no space to do so, even though people think it's a pretty big garden, and it is for a garden, but not to keep 5 vehicles on, the large vans. So yeah, but anyway, if you did like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you next week. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon.